Hello everyone, welcome back. So in previous lecture, I explained about the difference between the up milling and down milling, or we can say the conventional milling and the climb milling. Okay, so in today's lecture, we will be moving on. Also, I explained about the this various types of the milling cutters, and I explained about the plain milling. ये जो सबसे पहला है plain और slab milling. और यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो प्लेन और स्लैब मिलिंग यहाँ पे सबसे पहला है। और दूसरा जो है वो है फेस मिलिंग। जो फेस मिलिंग कटर है वो मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ। यहाँ पे आप फिगर में देख सकते हो, ये जो है फेस, जो वर्कपीस है उसकी फेस को टच करेगा जो भी कटर पॉइंट है। सो ये सिंपल सा फेस मिलिंग कटर है। ठीक है, आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे डिस्क्रिप्शन उसका दिया गया है कि फेस मिलिंग में क्या क्या आता है। फेस मिलिंग यहाँ पे हम कहाँ पे यूज़ करेंगे, इज एम्प्लॉयड फॉर मशीनिंग द फ्लैट सरफेस विच इज at right angle to the axis of the revolving cutter. The cutter used in the process is face milling type, which is rotated about an axis perpendicular to the workpiece. The operation is performed on the plane milling machine, and the depth of cut is adjusted by rotating the crossfeed screw of the table. Face mill under 150 mm are called as the shell mills and are held on the short arbor. नाउ सेकंड टाइप इज द एंगुलर मिलिंग। यहाँ पे एंगल में दिया गया है जो एंगुलर मिलिंग है। एंगुलर मिलिंग इज यूज्ड फॉर मशीनिंग अ फ्लैट सरफेस एट एन एंगल अदर देन राइट एंगल। जो राइट एंगल है उससे अदर एंगल पे यहाँ पे मिलिंग करने के लिए हम एंगुलर मिलिंग यूज करेंगे टू द एक्सिस ऑफ द milling machine spindle. For example, the V block. According to the type of the surface, single or two mutual inclined, single or double angle cutter may be used. Fourth one is the form milling for a specific type of circular or any type of other contour form. Form milling is the operation of milling irregular contour by means of a form milling cutter. The irregular contour may be convex, concave, of any other shape. The cutting speed of the form milling is 20 to 30% less than the plane milling. Then straddle milling is the operation of the flat vertical surface on the both sides of the workpiece simultaneously. The two sides of milling cutter are mounted on the same arm. The straddle milling used two cutters which are mounted on the arbor. The workpiece is placed between these two cutters. By using suitable space collar, the distance between the two cutters can be adjusted. This process is mainly used for production of the square and hexagonal surfaces. For producing square and hexagonal, we can use straddle milling. Next one is the gang milling. Now, gang milling is the operation of machining several surfaces of workpiece simultaneously. For this, a table is fed against a number of cutters having same or different diameter mounted on the common arbor, as you can see in the figure. This method saves the machining time and is widely used in the repetitive work. Slot or groove milling. Slot milling is the operation of producing slots in the solid workpiece. These slots can be different shapes such as plain slot, T-slot, dovetail slot. Plain slot can be milled by using a plain milling cutter and end milling cutter. The grooving groove milling is operation of producing grooves of various shapes like plain groove, curve groove, V groove. According to the shape of slot or groove, the cutter is selected. Here you can see the T slot in the figure. Over here the milling of the T slot and the workpiece milled on the plain slot. These operations are carried out in the two or three stages. In the first stage, an open slot is milled by using a suitable cutter, that is the plain milling cutter, and then the slot is milled using the special like T slot milling cutter. Next is keyway milling. Keyway milling is a common operation which is performed on the milling machine. Groove is milled on the shaft and splines, which is known as the key sheet. Figure shows the different types of the key sheets. A Woodruff key sheet, which is milled with Woodruff key sheet cutter. A Schunke sheet is which is milled with a end milling cutter. Then slitting or show milling. Show milling is operation of producing narrow slot or groove on a workpiece by using a show or slitting milling cutter. It is used for complete parting of the operation. The cutter and the workpiece are set in such a way that the cutter is directly placed over on T-slot of the table. Then side milling. The side milling cutter is used for machining flat vertical surface on which on one side of the workpiece. When two parallel vertical flat surfaces are required to be machined, the two-side milling cutter is used, that is also the straddle milling cutter. By using spacer between two cutter can be adjusted. Hence, this operation is similar to straddle milling. Then the end milling. This operation is used to machine and produce a flat surface or pair of flat surfaces by using end milling cutter. Figure shows the end milling operation in which the flat surface is produced with the help of an end milling cutter. The surface produced by horizontal, vertical or inclined with respect to the top of machine tip. Profile milling. Profile milling is the profile of the template or cavity shape of a master die is duplicated on the workpiece surface. The cutter movement is guided by the tracer control unit which carries a control finger. This one is the profile milling. This finger runs in contact with the outline to duplicate and trace the mechanism guide tool accordingly. Okay, so suppose this one is the tracing finger and this one is our tool. So both will be moving simultaneously. This finger will move and the cutter will also move for profile milling. Next is gear milling. Spur gears are easily produced on the plain and universal milling machine of cutting helical, worm, bevel gear. Dividing head are required. Figure shows the cutter is mounted on the arbor with its axis at right angle to workpiece. The cutter is properly adjusted so that its center line is radial with the blank. The knee is raised to adjust the required depth of the teeth. In a single pass, one teeth is finished and the table is returned to its starting position. Thread milling. Thread milling, you can see here is the thread milling cutter. Okay, the cutter over here. Figure thread milling with a single thread cutting and thread milling with multiple thread cutting. So thread milling is method of cutting screw thread with help of form milling cutters. Both internal and external thread can be milled. Thread milling is associated with single or multiple cutter. A single form cutter has a single row of annular teeth which is lying on one plane, while the cutting cutter is tilted through a helix angle of thread to avoid the interference during cutting. During the process, the cutter is fed radially inward up to required depth of the thread and the workpiece remains stationary. Workpiece is held between the two centers of machine. Now job is rotated slowly and the cutter while rotating is also transversed longitudinally parallel to the workpiece axis with the help of lead screw. Thread milling used for cutting coarse thread as shown in the figure A and thread weeding with multiple teeth cutter shown in the figure B, which is the fob cutter. Process is almost similar to milling with single cutter, but the width of the cutter is slightly more than the length of the thread produced on the workpiece. So our next topic is dividing head or indexing head. Now the dividing head or indexing head is one of the most important of milling machine accessory. The dividing head is a mechanical device used to divide circumference or periphery of a job into the specified distance or angular separation. It is also used to hold workpiece securely. The dividing head rotates the workpiece through a certain degree or the certain fraction part of the complete circle of graduating part. This operation is called the indexing. तो जो कि हमारा डिवाइडिंग हेड है वो वर्कपीस को रोटेट करेगा थ्रू सर्टेन डिग्री और सर्टेन फ्रैक्शन ऑफ द पार्ट कंप्लीट of complete circle of graduating part, and that is called as the indexing. Now there are three types of the dividing head. The types of dividing head is the plane dividing head, universal dividing head, and optical dividing head. First one over here is the plane dividing head. Now the plane dividing head. So in plane dividing head, there are two types of plane dividing head. The first type carries an indexing plate directly mounted on its spindle, and there is no use of worm and worm wheel. Index plate carries 12 to 24 equivalent slots on its periphery. Workpiece is held between the two centers. Okay, dividing head spindle and the other tailstock for locking the spindle in its position. Hand lever is used. The plate together with the spindle can be rotated by means of hand provided on the left hand side of the dividing head. In the second type of plane dividing head, worm and wormgill is used. In this index plate, movement is obtained due to worm which is rotated by hand. The so this is about the plane dividing head. Second one is universal dividing head. For indexing the workpiece, this type of dividing head is very useful. It consists of a robust body and worm drive is enclosed in it, which is having worm and worm wheel as shown in the figure. Detail of internal mechanism. You can see the plunger, then index crank, indexing plate, sector arm. This one is the changing gear, bracket, body, and the carrier. Now here this one is the carrier or center over here. Then this one is the sector arm, worm wheel spindle, and then we can see this side view over here, the crank pin. Okay, and this one is the index plate. Now in this, the dividing head spindle carries a worm wheel which mesh with the worm. Worm carries a crank at its outer edge. Index pin works inside the spring-loaded plunger, which can slide radially along a slot provided in the crank. This plunger can slide adjust the pin position along a desired hole circle on index plate. Index plate is mounted on the same spindle as crank but on sleeve, hence the crank and worm spindle can move independently on index plate. To set a definite distance along the desired hole circle, sector arm are used. Sector arm of a detachable type and can set at the desired angle with one another. The index plate are available in a set of two or three with number of holes circles generally on the both side of them. The universal head is used to perform the following operation: to set the workpiece in desired position in relation to machine table, and to rotate the workpiece through the desired angle after each cut, hence index the periphery of the workpiece, and to provide continuous rotary motion to workpiece while milling of helical grooves. So up to this we will keep today's lecture. In next lecture we will see how to use the dividing head, and what is the brown and sharp index numbers, and the indexing methods, in which we will see the direct, simple, compound, differential, angular, and differential index. Okay, so up to this we will keep today's lecture. Thank you very much for listening me carefully. Have a nice day.